Broadcasting to the world. It's the CK Mornings In Case You Missed It podcast with Chris, Alana, and Matt. Subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. From our mouths to your ears, here's what you missed.
Matt, you're not the only one with a piece of the pie in these class action lawsuits. I might be in on one too.
Ooh.
And I wasn't even aware of it. Listen to this. I get an email the other day. The headline is, Legal Notice, Canadian Packaged Bread Class Action Settlement. Read carefully. I'm like, what is this?
Look at Matt nodding his head.
I got the same one.
Well aware. How did I not get it then?
It says, I'm receiving this email because I was identified as having claimed $25 Loblaw card from the packaged bread program in 2018, or I registered with the lawyers handling this case. I don't recall doing any of those things, but hell yeah, I want $25. And then it's just paragraphs. I sent you a screenshot, Chris. It's just paragraphs and paragraphs of legal jargon going on and on about it. I'm like, I'm not reading all this. But it says I can opt out. I can comment on the settlement. The deadline is April 25th. Or I can attend the settlement hearing on May 5th. Invited to attend the hearing.
You're going to attend the hearing?
Can you imagine? May 5th? Hey! Like, what do you
I'm
do?
here by myself having to hold down the fort because you guys will go to your class. How am
Me
I
and
not
Matt
involved?
should. May 5th? What day of the week is that? What's there to attend and what's there to comment on? It's on a Monday. So I don't remember. 2018. Do these things normally take this long, Matt?
No, not normally. But I was a little surprised by this one, too. I thought I had already received this one, but apparently not.
Well, that's why. Okay, so that's what I was going to ask you.
You have so many in the hopper that you can't keep track?
That's what I was going to ask you, if this is even a legitimate email. I didn't respond or anything because I thought you said you already got like $5 from it or whatever.
No, yeah, I knew there was these cards at one point coming. I
$25 you might get, Matt.
Yeah, exactly. I know,
You got to get in on this, Chris.
How am I not in on this?
I don't remember even being in on it, or unless they went on my Optimum card or whatever it is. PC
Look
card.
around the room. Who's eating more bread? Yeah. Why am I not part of this?
So now I guess I wait. They're very confusing with these class action. This email I got was unreal. I'm like, I can't understand.
Well, if you
any
need
of this.
legal advice, you got the guy right here when it comes to class action lawsuits. What happens next, Matt?
Basically, the one line you had to read in there was, if you want to opt out, then let them know. But if you
who's opting out?
I don't know.
Why would you opt out?
Maybe you don't want to be involved in such a scam.
I want to be
lawsuit.
I want to go all the way. Maybe I'll comment on it. Do you ever comment? It says I can comment on the settlement.
No, I'm not going to comment.
I wonder if you comment, you get a better chance of getting money.
Yes, actually you do.
Wait,
she does, right, Matt? She should comment.
She should, yeah.
Yes, you should
comment.
comment
saying
CanadianBreadSettlement.ca.
I opt out.
No, because you just want more piece of the pie.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm on the website right now. I'm going to comment. Key settlement details. I'm going to say this was unacceptable.
I hope they call you to this stand, and I hope you're just like, I just got involved because my co-host, we all put our name in.
You're trying to slip under the radar. That's the strategy.
Yeah, you don't want to draw attention to yourself.
I think
you're going the wrong way.
Commenting on class action lawsuit.
No, this is a bad idea.
Because then all of a sudden they're going to ask you for receipts or something.
Well, that's my fear. So they're just giving anyone this email or what?
Well, not anyone. Hello. I'm over here. Email us.
Okay, I'm going to look in on this. I'm going to take this all the way. I want my full $25. Because, I thought this was one of those things.
Well, it was $25 until she got involved.
Yeah, no.
Now
I'm a little bit nervous
like $22.
Yeah.
You're taking a piece of the pie every time somebody else joins in.
They're sending out these emails like hotcakes to people who don't even... 2018, I wasn't even working here.
Maybe that's all you were eating was bread. Maybe
that's all I could afford.
That's all they had for you.
So now me and Matt have to keep an eye on this. I hope we both get $25.
Yeah, we'll make a little trip to the grocery store.
We'll bring you a nice brioche loaf, Chris.
I'm swearing off bread now. This will be the final thing that breaks me. Is you guys cash in on your cash action lawsuit.
Ching!
Man, we got 'em down in Florida.
All right, another round of Florida or Bust. These are real stories. They've happened all over the world. We get them from all angles and corners. You have to tell us, did they happen in Florida or somewhere else? Alana, you start us off today, okay?
Okay.
Man has fungal infection in his lungs from sniffing his own dirty socks. Okay, man has fungal infection in his lungs from sniffing his own dirty socks.
Wow, okay.
Everyone's nose went, ew,
Yeah.
gross. Florida bust.
I'm going to say bust.
Bust is right. This happened in China. A middle-aged man showed up at the hospital with a bad cough that wouldn't go away. Said he tried cough syrup, didn't help. Tried everything. His eyes were also bloodshot, didn't look good. So they did some scans, and it found a mass in his lower lung. It wasn't cancer, but it was a very serious fungal infection that he'd got from his own dirty socks. He said he admitted he got into the habit of smelling his socks after work right before he tossed them in the laundry.
Oh. What?
Like your own fragrance.
You always like it a little bit, even if
There's
it's
a little-
gross.
yeah.
But not to the point of getting an infection.
You get like, you smell the armpit sometimes, you're like, oh, let me smell that again. Oh, we all do it.
Wow.
They say it's basically like athlete's lung. It's a different type of fungus, like athlete's foot, but athlete's lung.
Huh.
They tested his socks, gross, and found the same fungus on the socks as his lungs. He's okay. He's going to live, but...
Good.
I don't know if he's okay.
Yeah,
physically. Mentally, we have some other issues. All right, speaking of feet, here's one for you, Matt. Assistant principal arrested after having student rub her feet. An assistant principal was arrested after having a student rub her feet.
I'll say bust.
I don't want to point things out, but Matt's been horrible at this game for
I have
about
been
2
pretty
months.
bad.
You're off
yeah.
your game, Matt.
All right, female assistant principal in Florida was arrested after she had a 13-year-old male student rub her feet. The incident occurred after the victim was sent to the office due to a behavior issue. While in the office, she said to the victim, "Rub my feet. You have nothing better to do with your hands, you can rub my feet." She was then heard scolding the boy for not rubbing her feet correctly and demonstrated how she would prefer to be massaged by rubbing the child's arm and shoulder.
Oh, okay.
This is how you do it.
Grow uncomfortable.
Yeah.
All right, let's go on. Florida or bust, Atlanta. A guy got naked at Disneyland and ran around their Mardi Gras section. Okay, a guy got naked at Disneyland and ran around their Mardi Gras section. I see what your brain's doing. Let's see what you
Okay, well,
got.
Disneyland, I'm going to say bust.
Yes, you're right. You got it. This guy, 38-year-old guy, is from Canada, from Calgary. He was arrested on the weekend. He got fully nude and started running around on the restaurant's awning. It's in a section of the park called New Orleans Square that's supposed to look like the French Quarter. A bunch of parents and their kids got the full Bourbon Street experience on that
He
one.
forgot where he was for a second. He thought he was actually on Bourbon Street.
Ew, fully nude. Let's stick with that theme. Matt, you get the last one. A naked man on a highway said he was on his way to get some pants. Naked man on the highway was on his way to get pants. Float or bust. Let's see if we can get off the schneid with your game here, man.
Oh, man. Florida. No way.
Stay hot. Let this man cook. Police in Kentucky recently responded to calls about a naked man walking on a highway. When they found him, it was easy to spot. They asked, "Hey, what's up?" And he said, "Don't worry, officer, going to get some pants." He was under the influence of something, and he got thrown in the back of the patrol car. Oh, these? Going to get some pants. Daffy, what is it? Donald ducking it. He was Donald ducking it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just walking around with a shirt, no pants.
Did they ask him where he was carrying his wallet?
He may stink at this game.
He always
but
wins,
Matt with
though.
the liner. We talked about it yesterday. Rory McIlroy winning the Masters. On Sunday, what a weekend. Rory wins, finally gets his Masters. And well, listen to this. The drama's not over there. So last year, there was a time where it was announced just prior to a tournament that him and his wife were separating.
Oh, no.
And that he was together with one of the PGA reporters. So a little bit of drama there. But then a couple months later, they're back together. So him and his wife are still together. She was at the Masters. She was on the 18th. They cut to her a couple times. But what they did now, this newspaper hired a body language expert to analyze.
Okay, I'm fascinated in these
the
body
wife's,
language.
yeah, to see if they're still in a good place. Okay, so the body language expert says that she was more polite and tempered as she hugged and cried with her husband Rory. Erica is her name. She was using back pats, which are firstly a gesture of gentle affection, but also usually a signal of a desire to break from the embrace. while Rory appears much more clingy.
Ah.
So think about it. Like if you're hugging somebody, you start patting them on the back, that's like the sign of like, okay, cut, we're done. And that's what she was doing. In the celebration, she kept giving them that.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay,
All right,
sweetie.
Rory. All right, we're good. Rory looks overwhelmed and clingy, while Erica's response seems a little subdued and tempered. A little more polite than should be when your husband's just won the Masters at $3.6 million.
This is very interesting, these body language experts. See, I feel like they couldn't crack me.
You don't think so?
No.
100%. You are so easy to read.
No.
Yeah. I can tell the moment you step foot in the studio what the mood's like.
I don't think so. I think I could fool them. I don't think I could live life being a body language expert, though. I feel like you just spend your whole day looking around how people are.
Just
reading
reading people? Yeah. Like Rory just won the Masters, one of the most prestigious golf tournaments ever, the one he needed, the one that just escaped his grasp. And this woman's like, not so fast. Look at the pats on the back.
Yeah, it's a bit much for me. Like, if he's giving her a nice big hug, he's probably just like riding high. Like, he could hug anybody at that point.
What if she just did put her arms around him? That would be my cue. Like, he hugs her and she just goes, nah.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm like, pat on the back, is that enough? I need to hear from her. Like, was that intentional? The pat in the back? Did you know what you were doing?
Somebody also pulled up the media, the woman who apparently was the other woman.
Oh, I need to hear her body language.
So they don't look at her body language. They looked at her social media.
Oh.
Because as soon as he won, she posted a photo and retweeted it, and she put it on Instagram too. It took 17 Masters starts, 11 years of attempting to complete his career Grand Slam, and 73 this week. But Rory has his green jacket and has solidified his legacy. What a week and a battle down to the very end. And then if you wade into the comment section, it gets awkward. Because people are like, oh, you would say that about your boyfriend. So, yeah, there's still everyone, not everyone. There are a select few that are saying Rory's not good with his current wife.
They're
Still.
they're on rocky grounds.
Yeah, the bat pack is what did it.
That tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, the signal to end the embrace.
You have to look out for this bat pack. This
I didn't know it was
back
such a red
pat now.
flag.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna use it more often now. I'm gonna just bring it out like hard every time. We're done.
I'd be no good at this because I'm like, oh, look how cute. She's patting him on the back. She must really love him.
Yeah, you're a horrible body language expert. Aw, that's love. And she's like, no, it's not. He's sleeping with the reporter. She's like, this is how I'll stab you. Right in the back.
Well, it happened. It went off without a hitch. The Blue Origin rocket went into and returned from space yesterday, all in 10 minutes total, the trip took. It was Katy Perry, Gayle King, Lauren Sanchez. They're the most recognizable names, but there were some other very impressive women, some scientists, a film producer. They were on the rocket ship as well. They did not control the ship at all. It was fully self-driving or however it works. And it's, I don't know, it's Jeff Bezos thing. He's trying to make space tourism happen. He was there yesterday running around like a nut. So it's a self-driving kind of thing. And the term that they went to space is being used kind of loosely. They went to the Kármán line, which is internationally recognized as the edge of space.
Yeah, I know.
That's why it only took 10 minutes.
We know what that is.
It's like us going to the corner store. So they went to the line. They kind of saw like where you can see the, I don't know, atmosphere become space or whatever. You could kind of see the Earth from above, and then they turned right around and came home.
Right back.
I watched the whole live stream of it. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, oh, it's over already? I was shocked.
Up and down.
I wasn't sure what I was watching half the time.
It's
They
an
had like
expensive trip.
they had like a live stream of it, and they had commentators and everything, and they had audio from inside the spaceship, like they were mic'd up in there. I thought something catastrophic was happening because they kept screaming with excitement.
they were cackling.
So all I heard was, "Ah, the moon! The moon! Ah!"
Oh, I got it. I got it right here. Here it is. Okay.
1, 2, 3, take up space!
So the whole time I'm like, what's going on? Okay, so there they say, take up space. That's like their little name. You're supposed to name your mission group or whatever. Take up space. They were all up there, and then yesterday afternoon they released the video from inside the capsule. Katy Perry held up a little sign that was like promoting her tour and the set list of her tour. Apparently she's saying what a wonderful world when they got up there too. So then they came back to Earth, and they got out, and they kissed the ground when they got out. They were gone for so long.
Did you see the outfits, man? Did you see what they're wearing?
I did, yeah.
That was
A tight, like boot cut.
tight.
I believe Lauren Sanchez was, she helped design them. That was their whole thing. It was this whole feminist, we're going to look glam. We're the first people to have, I believe one of the direct quotes were the first people to have glam as we go into space.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what's needed. When the door accidentally opens, you get sucked out. You're like, at least we're going to look good for the aliens.
I feel like collectively, we as humanity, a lot of people were wanting to make sure it went safely. Now that it did, a lot of us are saying how ridiculous this was. I don't think it was. People are reacting to it. They wanted us to react to it like, yeah, like girl power, you guys did it for us. A lot of people are saying this was kind of dumb.
Yeah,
sending these millionaires and billionaires to space.
Did you see when it came back to Earth and Bezos was running around looking in the windows of the capsule? Yeah. So he's looking in the windows like, are you in there? Are you in there? And then he just face planted right into the ground.
Oh, he took a hard tumble right into it.
And then he pops back up in the window. Oh, is that Jeff? There's Jeff. I see him.
Did you see too? So the whole joke was kind of like Gayle King does not want to do it. She looked miserable the whole time and nervous. And they have footage of them walking to the ship, and they ring a bell before they go on. That's tradition. And they're all smiling. And then Gayle comes around. She looks so unhappy. She's just like drudging. She's like, I do not want to do this. I do not want to do this. She rings the bell, and she looks so happy to be out of there when it's done.
Yeah, she sounds like she was having a good time. She's cackling away up there.
Girls trip.
Glad they're back.
So now we'll see. And I believe I saw somewhere, now they're advertising, like space tourism, $152,000 for a ticket. A commercial for space tourism.
I'd pay $152,000 to take me up there and leave me up there.
Yeah.
Just let me now orbit the world. Like, just leave me up there.
A lot of people are shocked how short they were up there.
One
Quiet.
more. One more. It's the sound Matt and I will make when we take our boys' trip.
Hello.
All right, give me a chance to win tickets to Alessia, Cara at Caesars Windsor. And we're doing this all week on CK Mornings. May 16th, she's going to be there. And Annette is on the line. Good morning, Annette. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Very good. I won't say where, but Annette's at work right now at my doctor's office. So she instantly wins because otherwise she starts spilling the beans.
Yeah, she's got dirt on you.
Yeah, okay, we got
Power she has.
Yeah, she'll throw me right under the bus. She'll be like, all his ailments are out in the open. We're going to release all that information. We are going to play the game, Annette, okay? So you do have to play along here this morning, but don't say anything that's going to incriminate you, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so Alessia Cara is Canadian, born in Brampton, grew up in Mississauga. Mm-hmm. So we're going to do a little round of Canada A. That's the game today that we are going to play. We haven't played this in a little while. But basically, I'm going to read things in Canadian, in hoser speak, okay?
Okay.
You understand, Annette?
Okay.
Okay. All right, we're going to play today. Let me fire this up here. I'm not saying the best hoser, but I'm going to do my best, okay?
Okay.
You ready? And then you guys have to tell me if Annette nailed it, okay?
Okay.
So we'll do the first one here. This is how it works, all right? So, Annette, you tell me what I'm saying here in Canadian. This hoser passed me on the way to Timmy's, going 125 clicks, and I spit my double-double all over myself. What am I saying there, Annette? This hoser, check on her. This hoser passed me on the way to Timmy's, going 125 clicks, and I spilt my double-double all over my lap. What do you say to that, Annette?
This Canadian?
Okay.
This jerk?
This hoser, yeah, okay, we go with that one. Passed me on the way to Timmy's.
125 kilometers an hour.
Yep.
Okay.
Spilt my double-double all over my lap.
And I spilt my double-double coffee all over my lap.
Okay, there you go. There you go.
Nailed it.
That's points. All right, let's try another one here, okay? Another one.
What?
She's tapping
All
out.
right, here's another one, okay? Hey, sis, you hitting Ma's shack for Easter? She's been baking up a storm, made some Nanaimo buddies and some buttercups, eh? Maybe we'll have a fire and listen to God's favorite band, The Hip. All right, let's see if we can break this one down, okay? Canada A. Annette. Hey, sis, you hitting Ma's shack for Easter?
Hey, sister, you going to Mom's for Easter?
She's been baking up a storm, making some Nanaimo buddies and some buttercups, eh?
She's been doing a lot of baking.
And maybe we'll sit around the fire and listen to God's favorite band, The Hip. Yeah. And somebody needs to check her
Sign
pulse.
of life.
Maybe we'll sit around the fire and listen to Tragically Hip.
There you go. Tragically hip.
Okay.
Nailed it.
All right, let's do one last one.
Okay,
Okay, this is a quick one, Annette, because you're killing
My
it.
coffee's getting cold.
All right, here, we'll do this last.
Okay.
Out for a rip, are you, bud? Why not grab a 2-4 and some darts, and we'll give her this weekend? Out for a rip, are you, bud?
Out for a rip, are you? Out for a party, are you, bud?
Okay, yeah. Why not grab a 2-4 and some darts?
We'll grab some beer.
And some darts.
smoke.
Some smokes, yeah. And we'll give her this weekend.
We'll do her.
Yeah.
You know what I like is that there's help in the background.
Yeah.
They're trying to break it down. Annette, you're a good sport. I'll see you next time I'm in. Hey, you can check out, make sure my hoser's still good.
Yo, okay.
What? Why are you guys acting like that? Annette's
Okay,
a winner
bud.
today. Annette's... Okay, bud.
She's done.
You ever break something you weren't supposed to be touching in the first place? Whoopsie.
Probably all the time as a child.
Yeah. And then you had just that instant, like, oh, like it just, like, right in the back of your throat. Oh, God, I'm in trouble. Yeah. I've done that. Like, when I was a kid, I remember I was on a friend's boat, touched something, and then, like, half an hour later, his dad's yelling, who broke this? And I'm like, oh, boy.
No.
Oh,
You
that's
know,
the worst. And you're like, do I fess up or do I lie?
Yeah, it's like I shouldn't have been touching it anyway. Why was I touching it? And you just snap, something broke. The
Yeah.
worst. J.D. Vance had that happen yesterday. The Vice President of the United States. Matt, have you seen the video?
I did watch it this morning. Yeah.
Oh, it's so good. It is so good.
It is good.
Is there anything better than a trophy breaking?
Yeah. No kidding.
So the Ohio State football team was there. They won the national championship, and they go to the White House. So Trump's there, and there's JD. And JD's off to the side, and he decides, or somebody told him, grab the trophy. And the trophy's in two parts. There's like a base to it, and then there's like the metal.
The actual kind of trophy part, yeah.
And he picks it up, and then the base just rolls away like a bowling ball. And now he's scrambling, like trying to hide the fact that he just broke the trophy. Yeah, it didn't come across. If you want the video, send a text because I can text it right to you.
And I can just feel that level of embarrassment. Like he's trying so hard to play it off, but you could tell he just hates his life in that moment. And there's nothing worse than like the whole crowd, because there's a big crowd on stage, and then everyone stops and looks to see what the commotion is.
I'm like, yeah, why? And he's probably thinking to himself, why am I touching this? Why did I touch this?
Yeah.
Here's you can hear the crowd reaction. Ooh. And the one guy just clapping.
Just clapping right through it.
Loudly.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, I'm going to power through it with a clap. That's what I'm going to do. I love it. Trophies breaking are my favorite videos. I love it. Just because you're celebrating, obviously. You don't get a trophy when you're upset, and then it's like in two pieces.
And then they give him just the trophy part. They take away the base and let him hold the trophy. He looks confused the whole time.
If you want the video, send us a text. I'll send it to you. But then you got to watch, like, repeatedly, because now you got to watch other people's faces.
There's a lot going on. You have to watch it at least 5 times to soak it in.
Like, even Trump is like up to the side. He's like,
I was going to say
whoa.
that he's there too, and he's like chatting with somebody. Like, I wonder what he's saying.
He's like, dumb move by that guy. That's embarrassing. Bad move. I've seen it happen. Like the Memorial Cup, like the Canadian Hockey League. It's like this revered trophy, and they went to pick it up, and it's so old, it just fell apart. Snap, gone. I touched the Grey Cup once. When I was working in Hamilton, the Grey Cup was around, and they're like, don't touch it. It's very breakable. It's breakable.
Breakable?
Yeah. I had to weld it all back together.
Man.
Whoopsie. Just clap. Clap your way through it.
If you're on the market, this is going to come in handy. I've got for you the definitive list. FindingTheOne.com did their research and asked people what messages, as single people, what messages they get whether dating apps or online, whatnot, that they hate the most. So messages that people send that they hate the most.
So someone's sliding into your DMs.
Sliding into your DMs, maybe your Instagram DMs, your online dating app DMs.
These aren't going to get you a response.
These aren't going to get you the response.
So we can learn something here.
I think so.
Okay. I'm ready.
You okay?
I'm ready to learn.
Do you guys have any guesses what the first one would be?
Sup. S-U-P. Sup.
Okay, not quite. It's just a hey or a hi. 78% of dating app users hate when they see a notification on their phone that just says hey or hi.
Just says hey. Oh.
I agree.
That's the only thing. Yeah.
Because then what? What do I say back?
Hi.
Hi, and then what? We're at a stalemate.
How
here.
are you? How are you? Like, yeah, you gotta come with something. You
Come
gotta give
with
a little something.
You gotta get a little pizzazz there. Number 2 was you up?
You up.
Yeah, that's unless you want to.
Unless you know, that's only one thing.
Yeah.
One thing.
They're
and
not.
one thing
They're not
only.
asking what your sleeping habits are. at
Yeah.
that
They're
point.
not asking your hopes and dreams.
Would you drop that like as a first-time text into somebody's DM?
It's almost respectable, you know. You're just cutting through all the other stuff and getting to it.
I don't know how many times that works. Just dropping the you up.
See, I don't know because it is. It's
Why are
almost
you
so
laughing?
smooth and almost so straightforward. I'm like, well, at least you're not doing the song and dance. You know what I mean?
So while you're looking at it saying it's so bad, it's good.
So bad, it's good.
Oh. Well, I'm not ruling that one out then, Matt.
Okay.
I still think that might have something.
Number
Yeah.
3, and I feel like you guys might be a little bit divided on this. I hate it, but how are you?
How else do you start a conversation? That seems like a perfect dad start right there.
Yeah.
Exactly the problem.
Oh.
Seems a little bit kind of lame, I guess. Yeah.
How are you? Are you up?
How are you?
Is that
Yeah.
not? That's not the way to start. It's not rizzy enough for you.
Well, if you do, hi, how are you? Are you up?
Yeah, use them all at once. You got more of these?
Yeah, there's a whole list they did.
All right, so we're gonna go over some more coming up. If you've got some ideas of what else is on the list of the worst DMs to slide into someone's DMs with.
Yeah, or messages you hate getting, messages you like getting, whatever. We were talking about the worst messages to send someone online dating or Instagram, DMs, whatever. These are the messages that singles hate getting sent the most. Research done by findingtheone.com.
Research
I
done.
know.
I'm sick of receiving these messages.
They asked people what dating app messages they hate getting the most, and these were the ones that they made a list of the ones that people said make them roll their eyes the furthest back into their skull.
This is what makes the Tinder swindler, though. We need these guys to keep doing their thing, right?
We do. So number 1 was hey or hi, just a
Stay away
simple,
from that.
which I think we all agreed was too basic. They need more than that.
That needs to be even in person. Like if I approach
that's the
some,
thing,
hi,
yeah.
hi, so follow. Hey, what's up?
Imagine you just went up
Something.
to someone and said hi.
Hi,
Hey.
and then just stood there. You need to have this needs to go somewhere.
Yeah. That's a good point. Think of it as real life. Number 2 was you up, which if you know, you know. Number 3 was how are you? I said I don't like that because I don't know. What do you
Too
mean?
formal?
Be more specific.
Yeah.
How am I? You know what I mean? There's a lot of things going on.
How are you, young lady?
How are you?
Yeah.
Number 4 was any kind of cheesy pickup lines, which this one's tough because some of them could work.
Yeah, sometimes they're so cheesy they're good.
I'm
right?
going to get back to that one because I got my own
Okay.
story, but that
Right.
was my favorite one. Okay, I also don't like this one. Number 5 was hey beautiful or hey handsome. It's so generic. Like think of a different word, think of a different adjective. Would you
Okay.
like to receive that?
Yeah, once in my life would be great.
Yeah. Somebody said, hey, handsome to me. I'd be like, sweet.
Yeah. Hello.
Okay, see, I feel
I'm
like
up.
women,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I feel like women are probably just so used to getting like the hey gorgeous, hey beautiful. We're like, hey, think of something else.
Guys don't get that often though.
Okay, so for a
Yeah.
guy it might work better.
A guy would be, yeah, you got our attention.
Okay, some of the other ones on the list was I never usually message first.
Oh,
I feel like that's like gaslighting, kind of like oh, I'm so special.
yeah, that's too presumptuous.
Number 7, what are you up to? After that was, are you free tonight? Number 9 was, you remind me of my ex.
That's,
Who was saying that?
that's bad.
And then number 10 was, tell me why we should date. Yeah, I don't like the challenges.
Tell
I
me
don't-
why we should. Yeah, exactly.
I don't like these tests. It's kind of tough though, because I'm like, well, and this, what is it? Findingtheone.com did not list the messages to send. Because I'm like,
Well,
what
that's I'm
else is
thinking
left?
This whole time,
Yeah.
I'm like, what? Oh, that's everything. There's my game.
What
Gone.
do you say? I guess, I don't know. Maybe stuff I like when like they find something in common with you. Oh, so that was going to bring me to my cheesy pickup line one. The best one I ever got in online dating was this guy. So I worked in radio because I had it in my profile, and he gave me like 3 radio related pickup lines. But like they were bad, but he knew they were bad, and it was really funny. It was the most effort I'd seen, and it was really good.
Well, help.
Well, I don't even remember what they
Don't
were.
leave us loser
I
radio
don't
dudes alone
remember
here.
what this was
Yeah.
at this point, but it was like really funny radio pickup lines. I'm like, okay, now you're putting in some effort here. Now we're getting somewhere. So something like that, or like I like when they were late. Like another guy was like, I worked in radio many moons ago, or something like that. Which radio people love saying they worked in radio.
Yeah, people that used to work in radio love to tell you they used to work in radio.
So like relatability, I find. Did we learn something?
I'm lucky I'm not in that
Well,
game.
it's hard.
Yeah,
I'm trying to
it
think
is
for you
tough.
guys. Like, put yourself in the spot. You're on the market. You have to send. What would you say?
Well, it's hard too. As an ugly dude,
No, you're witty though. You'd probably be like,
witty. You ever been with an ugly dude?
That's funny.
You ever been with an old ugly dude? Hi, I'm Chris. Nice to meet you. Would you mind paying for the first meal? Hi, I'm Chris. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I can't. It's like the two things in my mind. One goes to like really formal, like really
That would be so pure.
stupid, like hey, and then the other side's like the other side. I can't help but hear myself being like hey, you know, that kind of voice. It's like creepy.
I feel like you would be like very formal, like Alana said, like very
Yeah.
much.
No,
like,
very pure. Like,
my lady,
my lady, I would like to take you out for a nice candlelit dinner.
my lady, your hand, please.
Hokey Pete. Hokey Pete, you're beautiful.
Matt, you know what?
That would be a good one, actually. I would probably use that one.
It's probably better for the ladies that we are not in this game right now. Probably better for the other guys.
I might
in
have to
this
text
one.
that to my wife right now. Hokey Pete.
Just discussing here this morning the worst ways to slide into someone's DMs, and we made the comment that that's what the Tinder Swindler like lives off of. And if you don't know what the Tinder Swindler is, that's Alana's fake Tinder account, not her own. She's got a separate one that's her own.
No, I don't
Oh,
anymore.
liar.
I don't.
Oh, yeah.
I don't
Okay.
anymore.
All right. So the fake one is the one we use to just kind of talk to the single dudes of Chatham-Kent to see what they're up to. And we're going to bring the Tinder Swindler back tomorrow morning,
Yes.
right? What are we asking them? Do you know what we're asking them yet? Or you've
It's
gone
a
into
surprise
it?
and find
Okay.
out tomorrow.
All right, so the Tinder Swindler will return tomorrow at 7:10. This is where we talk to the hot single dudes of Chatham-Kent and we get their responses. It's always fun. Here's what we're doing with the Tinder Swindler. We'll let you in on something. We're expanding the reach of the Tinder Swindler. Because you can imagine there are some responses from those gentlemen, use the term loosely, that goes above and beyond what we can do on the radio.
Yes. How many times have there been times where I ask you, can I say this? And your thing is, if you have to ask, you shouldn't say
When
it.
in doubt, leave it out. I
Yes.
said, don't bring that up on the radio.
And that's only ones I ask you. There's ones I know. I'm like, I could never say this on air.
So we are going to bring the Tinder Swindler
After dark?
After dark is going to now be part of the CK Mornings In Case You Missed It podcast. So the Tinder Swindler will appear tomorrow, and then we will post a Tinder Swindler After Dark on the podcast where you can have a listen to it. And this is stuff that we can't say, the responses that we can't do on the radio.
Yes, ones that didn't make it on air.
Matt has decided to sit the first one out. He's got a reputation. I get it. So Matt will sit the first one out.
I'll have a listen though.
He'll have a listen.
They're
and then
not
see
saying Hokey Pete, Matt. I
Yeah.
can tell you that much.
and we will see if he wants to join in for a future episode.
Okay.
So what will happen from now on, the Tinder Swindler will be on the air. You get to hear it. Those are the ones that we can bring to you. And then we will go after dark, the ones that we can't bring up on the radio. Will now be found on the In Case You Missed It podcast.
Yes. So enjoy. Be careful who you're listening to it with. We should say that.
It will be identified as such. Okay, so if you're not following along the CK Mornings In Case You Missed It podcast, we're going to expand the reach a little bit with a couple different things, because right now it's what you hear on the radio. But if there's more you want to hear with that podcast, just reach out.
Yeah.
The Tinder Swindler is ready to blow things up.
He's ready.
Follow us wherever you get your podcasts.
Listen online every weekday morning at 94.3 CKSY.com. Weekends on In Case You Missed It, or tune into the podcast weekdays. Subscribe, rate, review, and tell your friends all about the CK Mornings In Case You Missed It podcast.